He's arguably the greatest violinist on the planet. He's performed privately at the White House for George W. Bush and the Queen of England, and publicly at the inauguration of President Obama and at the Academy Awards. He's got a Medal of Liberty from President Reagan and a National Medal of Arts from President Clinton. He's a Kennedy Center honoree. I could go on and on and on. But now he's an ambassador for Rotary International's End Polio Now campaign, a campaign committed to wiping that acute viral disease off the face of the earth. Itzhak Perlman is with us. Thanks so much for being here.
Nice to be here. I wanted to play the violin before I actually contracted polio. And then the polio came, and then everybody says, well, you know, your arms are still fine, you know, so there's no reason to change the plan.
At what point do you remember when you realized that, wow, this gift is something that is unusual? I'm not just playing the violin to be good. This is becoming world class.
Well, you always think about doing well, you know, and the thing is that my talent, people said that I had a gift, which is fine. No, now
I don't want to imply that it's just a gift that drops from heaven. Obviously, it's a hell of a lot of hard work as well.
Absolutely, but I had a gift, you know, and the thing about me, they like the way I sounded. They like the tone that I produced. And so one thing leads to another. It's not like you wake up one morning and you says, okay, you know, this is really something, I got to go for it, and so on. It's a very evolving, it's a very gradual thing. And when I was like 13 years old, Ed Sullivan came to Israel, and I played for him, and then he took me to the States, and that's how I got to the States.
But how does teaching fit into your
life?
Now,
that's the best of all the questions, you know.
You got to it eventually.
Yes, I'm glad that you asked me that. Well, I've been teaching for the last, I don't know, 30, 40 years and so on. I've been teaching a lot. We have a program that my wife started called the Perlman Music Program. I teach there. This is 20 years already. I've been teaching at the Juilliard School and so on. Teaching is really very, very important. I always tell my students that they should always try and find an opportunity to teach, because when you teach, and I always, you know, I always repeat the same thing, but it's true. When you teach others, you teach yourself. And so I find that the teaching for me has been quite incredible in the importance of my playing the violin. I'm also conducting. So all these three things, teaching, conducting, and playing the violin, they all are connected to each other, and they all help. Everything helps. Because when you teach somebody, you know, I'm very lucky, I have very wonderful students. So when you teach somebody on a very high level, you have to really listen specifically to what they're doing. It's not, you're not saying, well, you can't play the violin. Of course they can play. So what do you listen for? And you have to help. So teaching is really so essential.